standing. Okay, so I'll just give a little bit more introduction about myself. I have been teaching yoga since 9 years, and I teach mindful movement, which is basically yoga and Pilates, which helps you connect your mind, breath, and body. Okay, and when you do that, that becomes more of a holistic practice that helps you not just physically, but also mentally. So today's session, we're going to focus on what are the small daily movements that you can do at your workplace that can help you feel better, and also simple practices that can help you feel better mentally as well. So before we start the session, it will be great if possible, you guys can switch on your screen, because there will be few things that we will be doing like breath work and few movements. So if you can, and if it's possible, it will be awesome for you to switch on your screen. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so before I really start on the session, let's first understand our everyday stress loop that we follow, right? So you're all busy professionals, all working full time, and I'm sure many of us are parents as well. That comes with a complete other set of responsibilities. So if you think about your day, when you start your day, it's always a rush, 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 right? You're rushing to get yourself ready, rushing to do your meal preps for the day, rushing to then catch your trains or cars, or you're stuck in traffic to reach work. And then you have the entire day at work as well, with non-stop meetings, with non-stop calls. And then you end up with the same loop of heading back home, getting a meal prep. And before you get 5 minutes for yourself, your day is already done, right? And what that does is that very subconsciously, you tend to breathe very shallow. Okay, so I don't know how many of you really notice your breath on a day-to-day basis, but when you have a really busy day, when your mind is constantly busy, you tend to start shallow breathing. And when you shallow breathe, you're not breathing all the way to your lungs. So your lungs are not really working to their full capacity. So when that happens, there's less oxygen in the body. When that happens, the other organs in your body are in a flight or fright mode. And all the muscles, the fascia, the joints supporting your organs, they also start tensing up. And that's why we notice कि हमें कभी neck pain है, कभी shoulder pain है, और हमें कभी lower back pain होती है. And then if you don't address it, it just becomes worse, and then it leads to chronic pain. So today's session, that is what we're going to focus on. Simple practices that you can do on a daily basis. You don't need 1 hour. You just need few minutes in your day to help you feel more agile, to help your joints mobilize, and to help your mind also relax. Okay, so before I move on into the session, I want all of you to take a moment and sit with your eyes closed. आप slowly आपके eyes बंद कीजिए and just bring awareness towards your body. कुछ नहीं करना है, सिर्फ आँख बंद, breathe, and focus on your body. Do you feel any stiffness, any tightness in your body? Do you feel like you're breathing all the way into your lungs? Just take a few moments here. Now with that awareness, slowly I want you to breathe with me. Let us take a slow, deep breath in and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath in and slowly exhale. Now continue to keep your eyes closed and see if you still, or if you started feeling slightly calm, slightly more relaxed. Maybe your shoulders have dropped down comfortably. Maybe you feel a little less tension in your neck. Maybe your mind feels a little calmer. And now slowly, gently, you can open your eyes. Okay, so what we did here is a very simple, not even 2 minutes of breathing. Okay, only consciously breathing has helped you relax already, right? So essentially, okay, now yoga has 3 key pillars that I'm going to talk about today. 3 pillars basically, which will help you in as a working professional to feel better physically and mentally. Okay, the first one that we just did, which is breath work and awareness. So there's a very deep connection between breathing and your nervous system. So when you're breathing shallow, your sympathetic nervous system is active, which is your fight or flight mode. Okay, so tension, when your body is tensed, when your mind is tensed, you will automatically notice you're also breathing shallow. Whereas when you take just 5 minutes to consciously breathe, you will notice that your parasympathetic nervous system, okay, which is your parasympathetic nervous system activates. That is your rest and digest system, okay, of the body. So when your parasympathetic nervous system is active, your mind becomes calm, your body becomes relaxed, your reactions or responding to certain situations also become relaxed, and which I think most of us need in our day-to-day lives, right? Not just work, but even otherwise. Don't you guys agree? Yes. So, yes, awesome. So that is one, right? So now I'm going to take you through a pranayama practice called Samavritti, which is nothing but box breathing. Again, a beautiful practice that will help you to relax your mind. So for example, let's take a practical example, okay? You are at your workplace, you have maybe 5 to 6 meetings in that day, and you're under really stressful conditions. So what you can do is just take 2 minutes before every meeting to do box breathing, okay, to do Samavritti Pranayam, which will help you to relax, which will help you to go with the right mindset into the meeting. At the same time, you will be comfortable through the day, okay? So again, I'm going to take a moment to ask all of you to keep your eyes closed. Okay, as you keep your eyes closed, feel free to place your palms onto your thighs. Sit as tall as you can. Yes, sit back. Let your back be relaxed against the backrest of your chair. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. And now we will just breathe in for 4 counts. Just hear me out. Then you will hold your breath for 4 counts. You will exhale for 4 counts. And then you will hold the external retention for 4 counts. So this is called box breathing, which is basically balancing your breath, okay? So if you cannot hold your breath, no problem. Just try to breathe in for 4 and exhale for 4. Yes? We're now going to start the practice. Let's keep our eyes closed, everyone. Take a deep breath in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4. Now relax your breathing. Keep your eyes closed. And stay with full awareness towards your mind and your body. You can now slowly rub your palms against each other. Make them nice and warm. And cup the center of your palms against your eyes. And slowly, as you slide your palms out, you will gently open your eyes. Awesome. So I want to hear from any of you. Did you feel some sort of a difference in how you felt before the breath practice that we did versus now?
You all can put your, messages in the chat box. So let's make it more interactive.
Yes, that's right. So feeling relaxed, right? You feel amazing after you done a little bit of conscious breathing. It does not take much effort. Like the whole point of this session today is to be able to provide you with tools that you can use when you're in a stressful situation or when you're in a really busy day. Just few minutes of breath work can do magic. Okay, and like somebody rightly said here right now, when you're consciously breathing, okay, over time, you will start noticing that your concentration becomes better, your focus becomes better. When we're constantly thinking or we're constantly juggling lots of responsibilities, our mind also is racing. So you will also start noticing that your mind becomes more calm. Okay, and so breath work, very underrated tool, but it's one of the most important tools for our holistic well-being. So जब भी आपको time मिले, whether it's in the morning, you start your day with a little conscious breathing. आपके office hours में every few hours take 5 minutes. 5 minutes is not much. It does not disturb your work life either. Take that time to just do box breathing. या अगर box breathing आपको difficult लगता है, just start with just inhale and exhaling for 4 counts. That itself will bring about a lot of balance. All right. Now moving on to our second pillar, which is more for our physical well-being, which is movement. Okay, movement helps us with our posture. Now, just to take again a very practical example, हम लोग सब अभी बैठे हुए हैं, right? We're all sitting. We are in long working hours where we need to sit at our desk, maybe for long. Or if you're not at a desk, you have work or you're just scrolling on your phone, so you're constantly looking down. You're constantly typing on your keyboards, putting a lot of pressure on your shoulders or your fingers. And when we're constantly looking down, now this is not our posture, right? Our posture is supposed to be straight. Like your shoulders, hips, and legs are supposed to be stacked one on top of the other. So that is our natural posture. But now what we see a lot of times is that many people end up with slightly hunched backs, or you are slightly rolling forward through the neck, and that is largely because of our working conditions. I mean, that's the life that most of us lead today. So there are very simple things that you can do to correct the posture. And again, what happens is when you do not focus on correcting your postural, slight imbalances here and there, um, that leads to, again, sometimes chronic pain. So if you've noticed, a lot of people today will have cervical issues, a lot of people will have shoulder issues, a lot of people will have lower back issues, and a lot of that, as somebody who's been teaching for 9 years, I see that a lot of it is postural. Okay, so even if you're sitting at a desk, sitting up as tall as possible, using ergonomic chairs. Of course, that is something that you do not have control to, your office will have, but sitting up as tall as you can, taking every, standing up every few hours is going to help, okay, in the long run. So again, I'm going to take you through a very small practice. You can all do it with me seated on your chair right now. Just follow along and let's do this, okay? So take a moment, sit as tall as you can on your chair. Good. You can stack the shoulders over your hips. Okay. Now, once you sit, I want you to imagine pushing your hips down towards the chair and slowly lengthening through the crown of the head, as if somebody is pulling you up. You will feel a little stretch in your spine. Okay. Now sit as tall as possible. Place your palms onto your thighs. We're just doing very simple movements right now. Just follow along. You will now bring your chin to chest. As you inhale, you will lift your head up towards the sky, comfortably dropping the head back. Exhale, bring the chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, bring the chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, bring the chin to chest. Now circle your head, so neck rotation. Take your head to one side, then drop the head back. Take the head to the other side, bring the chin to chest again. Can you continue doing that for 2 more on this side? 1 more circle. So while you're doing that movement, you're also breathing slowly and comfortably. Now, can you reverse that circle? Take your head to one side, back, the other side, and chin to chest. Do that 2 more times. And 1 more. Good. Now relax. Okay, nice. Now your next movement is just going to be shoulder shrug. So you exhale, lift your shoulders up and down. Now what this does is just releases any tension that you may be feeling in your shoulders. Keep going up and down. So a lot of times, without noticing again, when we are stressed or when we are worked up with something, our shoulders tend to just tighten up. Shoulders tend to just tense up. So this one helps you to relax. Do that 2 more times. And relax. Awesome. Okay, and your last one for now, I'm going to just turn myself to the side so you can see. You will bring your hands onto your head. Okay, now this one is the best for upper body. If your hands up feels too much, hands can be on your thighs. You will inhale to lift your heart up towards the sky, drop your head back, allow your heart to lift up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, you will round the spine and bring your chin towards your chest. So just a spine movement can go a long way to release stiffness in the back. And exhale to round your spine, bring the chin to chest. Can you do that 3 more times? Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round your spine. Very good. Just do that 2 more times. Inhale to lift up. Hands can also be on your thighs. And exhale to bring your chin to chest as you round. Last time, you will inhale to lift your head up. Now, as you stay there, you will keep breathing. So just drop your head back, lift your heart towards the sky. Lift, 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 to lift up all the way and hold. Keep breathing. Okay, and slowly relax. I hope you're all moving with me because I can't see too many of you. Okay, all right. Now from here, we're just moving on to our last pillar of today, which is basically which is just basically awareness and detachment towards your work, okay, which is called Karma Yoga. So, your third pillar for you to manage your stress or manage your busy work life is to have or to work to your full potential, but leave aside attachment, okay, to the outcome. That is a very important aspect that we learn in yoga, Karma Yoga, okay. So it's a very simple thing, and I'm just going to keep it really short. What happens is when we focus a lot on the outcome of whatever we're doing. For example, I have a meeting today, I have a client meeting today. Okay, so I have put in my entire effort in the presentation, in doing the best presentation possible or coming up with the best ideas. But in our head, we're still focusing on what the outcome should be. And God forbid, if the outcome is not as per what we expect, that creates a loop of stress for us. Okay, so it's a very important aspect, which of course, slowly up practice karoge, slowly it becomes second nature, is to work without attachment. Okay, so that is one more thing that helps you in your professional life. Yes. So with that, I'm going to now take you to a very short 10-minute, okay, if we have that time, we're going into a 10-minute physical movement with pranayam also, which you can do every day. And all you need to do is take out a few slots in your day at your work to practice this, okay, which will go a long way in helping you feel better, in helping you breathe better, and helping you to tackle your work life better. Yes? So if you're all ready, we can start off. Yes? Again, I want you to take a moment to just keep your eyes closed. Yes. Just keep breathing here, slowly bringing awareness towards your breath. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We now move on to box breathing. Stay with me. Take a deep breath in for 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Slowly relax your breathing. Continue to keep your eyes closed for a few more breaths. Now, as you breathe consciously, just try to breathe in all the way towards your stomach, towards your abdomen. Breathing in through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Slowly, gently, you can just rub your palms against each other. Make them nice and warm. And cup your palms against your eyes. And slowly, as you open your eyes, you can relax. Okay, I'm sure right now you may be feeling a bit more relaxed and centered, I would say. Centered and just really calm.
So, Anushri, we have one question.
Yes.
For how many minutes we have to repeat these steps, if you can just help?
Yeah. So when I talk about breathing, what you can do is start off if you're very new to like a pranayam practice or conscious breathing. Start off with 5 rounds of box breathing. Okay. There are of course many different variations of pranayama that we can practice. But today I've taken you to Samavritti pranayam or box breathing. 5 rounds is good to start with. And then once you start feeling comfortable with the hold time, then you can do maybe 10 rounds and then slowly increase. But of course, if you're doing it at work, I'm sure you're not going to have the luxury of time. So 5 to 8 breaths is good at a time. Yes, anybody else? Can we hold more seconds? Yes. So you can, so today 4 seconds or 4 counts is what we normally start with. So if you're a beginner at the practice, 4 counts is good. For some people, even 4 may feel too much, then you start with 2 counts. But if you're able to hold your breath for longer, then you can also hold for 8 counts or 10 counts. Okay, so the whole idea of box breathing is, like I said, to help you calm the nervous system. Okay, so it helps you to relax your mind. At the same time, it builds balance in your left and right side of the body, which are called Ida and Pingala. Okay, I'm just going to address one more question here. Yes, holding is difficult. Yes. Initially, the practice is difficult for breath retention. So in that case, we just start with inhaling for 4, exhaling for 4. Okay, and then slowly, once you become more comfortable with the practice, you start holding for 2 counts, then exhale for 4, hold for 2, and then keep going with keep increasing the hold time as well.
I have a question.
Yes.
Any other activity left for the day?
Yes, we are going into our movements
Okay,
that will help you. Yes.
okay, thanks.
Okay. All right. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up and stand. Yes, I'm just taking you through all the exercises that you can do at your workplace. Okay. So all of you can stand.
There's a question, can we do yoga after eating something?
So you can do the movements that I'm talking about today. We can do that for sure because these are very simple movements. It's largely to help you relax your aching joints. But if you're doing like a full class, you will not do after food. You need at least 2 hours of break before you practice yoga asana. Um, You can actually, okay, so someone's asked me, Bipin is asking me if you can increase the hold or if there is any target that you should. Not really, but very advanced practitioners go to up to 21 count hold also. Okay, but that is too much. We don't want that. We can start with 4. You can stick to 15 counts at the max. Okay, now I'm just going to move on to the next, which is our exercises, which are going to help you guys. I just want a quick raise of hands. Do any of you feel constant lower back pain or shoulder pain or neck pain? Okay, so yes, I can see quite a few. Okay, so I'm going to address, I've got a few questions here as well, right? So something that I haven't spoken about, but which we will tackle now in the movement is brain fatigue. Okay, so what happens is when you're constantly on our screens, okay, and if you're from the IT background, there's a lot of screen time that you all do, right? So when that happens, there's a sort of brain fatigue that comes in, okay, which is nothing but tiredness of constantly looking at the screen. And of course, it also affects the eye muscles. You feel very strained in your eyes. So there are a couple of exercises that you can do for that. One is for your brain fatigue. Breath work is very good. Okay, so whenever you feel extremely exhausted mentally, just take 5 minutes to do your breath work. Okay, pranayam practice. For all the others, shoulder pain, neck pain, lower back pain, if it is already chronic, you need to first tackle the pain and then do the movements that I'm showing you. But if you have very mild pain right now, then you can do these exercises to avoid it, coming into your body and becoming chronic. Okay. Now, if you have issues like sciatica or slip disc, those require completely different set of exercises, but that doesn't mean you can't do the ones I'm showing you. Today, what we are focusing on is just doing simple exercises that will help your body be agile. When I say agile, means you're able to comfortably move your body, without any stiffness. Okay, so if you're all ready, we are going to come up and stand. I'm just going to move my chair aside for now. You can. Okay, so I'm just going aside. If you have the space, you can just stand up next to your chair. You don't need much space here. Okay, let's take a moment to bring our hands onto our hip. Now, every movement today we will do for 8 counts, but you can do for 10 to 15 counts depending on how much time you have. So hands on your hip or waist, lift your heels up, drop your heels. Lift your heels, drop your heels. 3 and down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, and down. Relax. Now from here, hands by your side. Only take one hand up and just go into a side bend. And stay there for few counts or few breaths. And come back. Relax. Repeat on the other side. Take the left hand up. Go into a side bend. And relax. Can you do that once more each side? Take your right hand up. Side bend. Keep breathing. Slow, deep breaths. And relax. And the other side. Okay. And relax. Now, if you have your chair, okay, take the backrest of the chair. Place your hands on the chair. And just go into a forward bend. So push your head down. Try to keep your legs straight. You should feel a nice stretch running through the back. All the way. Stay there, keep breathing. Few deep breaths for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, slowly inhale, come back. Good. Now you will come and sit on your chair. Okay, and then just twist. So you just place one hand, maybe your left hand onto your right thigh or on the armrest, the other hand behind and twist. So try to keep the spine straight. Okay, so even if you have, say, slip disc or sciatica pain, when you keep your spine straight, it will help you to stretch and create more space in the vertebrae, which is what we want. So twist and hold. Okay, inhale, come back to the center. And then you'll twist to the other side. As you twist, keep holding. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Focus on your breathing. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Very good. Slowly inhale, come back to the center. Now continue sitting. We're doing one more here. So,
Anushri, can you please tell when to breathe in and breathe out?
yes. So when you twist, if you're just talking about the twist that we did, when you exhale, you will twist. And then when you're holding, you just keep breathing. Okay, normal breathing. So it's a very simple, I would say simple principle. Okay, so when you, so for example, when you expand the heart or when you lift the chest up, expansion of the lungs, you will always inhale. Anytime that you close your ribs or you do a forward bend or you do a twist, you will exhale. Okay. All right. Now, once you keep sitting here, I want you to place your hands onto your thighs. Now, this one is for your knee joints. Okay. So you strengthen your knees by strengthening the muscles around the joint. So you place your hands onto your thighs. You exhale, lift the leg up. Right leg up and down. Okay, so keep your thigh on the chair. Just try to straighten your right leg to the front. and you inhale to bring the leg down. Let's do that 6 more times. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Another 4 and down. 3 and down. 2 and down. Last one. And come back down. Can you repeat on the left side? Exhale, lift the left leg up and down. Exhale up and down. 3 and down. Try to lift up. When you lift and straighten the leg, you should feel like your kneecap is lifting upwards towards your thigh. Okay? And 4 and down. 3 and down. 2. Inhale down. Last one, exhale up. And slowly down. Relax. Okay. Now from here, last one. Of course, we've done a few exercises already at the start. So you can add those in. Now we're just going to hold our left ear with our right palm and gently pull the right ear to the right shoulder. I hope I'm visible. So gently pulling the right ear to the right shoulder. Stay there. Keep breathing, slow deep breaths again. Okay, relax. Now pull the left ear to the left shoulder. Gently pulling in. Make sure you're feeling a little stretch running through the right side of the neck. And relax. Okay. Now last one, continue seated in your position, hands onto your thighs. We will do seated cat and cow. So you inhale to lift your heart up, drop the head back, arch the spine, exhale, round your spine, take your gaze towards your stomach. So you inhale, lift your heart up, exhale, round your spine, bring your gaze to your stomach. Do that 3 more times. Inhale to lift up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift your heart up, drop the head back. Exhale, round your spine, take your gaze to your stomach. Last time, inhale, lift. And exhale. Slowly come back to your neutral position. Okay, now try to sit as tall as you can. Now this is your last one. The last one that I'm showing you is excellent if you have tight shoulders. Okay, so when we're constantly rolling forward, our shoulders become really tight. Okay, and then this becomes our posture. So we want to make sure we open through the shoulder, we stretch through the upper back. So I'm just going to turn with my back against the screen so you can see me. So you take one hand from the bottom, take the other hand from the top, and try to reach wherever you can reach. So you may or may not be able to touch, which is completely okay. Your aim is to take this elbow, the top elbow to face the ceiling, the bottom elbow to face the floor. Okay, you can always use maybe a dupatta or a strap if you have to do this. Stay here, 5 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly release, relax. You can repeat now on the other side. So the other hand from the bottom and one hand from the top. Hold comfortably and breathe for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And slowly release and relax. So those were few of the exercises, few yoga asanas that you can do when you are in office. So you don't really need a mat. You don't need 1 hour. You just need a little bit of time and a little bit of willingness rather to do that. Okay, so that you're able to really enjoy a pain-free day at work and a pain-free and happy body, a light body. Yes. So I just want to understand, you can just message me on the chat. What is that one thing that you plan to do from tomorrow, maybe at your workplace? Okay, something that you've taken from this session or something that you're going to do that will help you manage your workday better. Yes, inhale and exhale, right? So breath work, like I said, very underrated, but one of the most important tool to help us manage our body and our breath.
Exactly. I feel many of them are feeling very excited and good and relaxing after doing the breath work. But I
Yeah.
would like to let you know that some of them were asking for the eye exercise. So if you couldn't
Oh,
just,
yes.
yeah.
Yes. Sorry, my bad. So what I'm going to do is, okay, there is a very, very, really nice practice, which is a meditation technique, but also great for the eyes, which we practice in yoga. It is called Tratak. Okay. Tratak is basically you keep anything in front of you. Ideally, we do it with a diya, like you see the flame of the diya, right? So you normally keep, suppose I am keeping a diya for myself, I'll keep it at eye level. Okay. And I'm going to constantly focus on that. So I will look at the flame for as long as I can without blinking my eyes. Okay. So your eyes will start kind of watering. But what that does is it strengthens the eye muscles. That is one practice. Do you want me to take you through the practice right now? Okay. So I think all of you may be having your screens in front of you, right? But what you're going to do is, can you take a pen? Do you have access to a pen, all of you? Yes. Okay. So what you're going to do is, I'm going to take my glasses. What you will do is take your pen right in front of you. It should be in line with your nose. Okay. And at eye level. Okay. First, keep your eyes closed. Take your breath, relax your breath here. Now, as you open your eyes, fix your gaze at the tip of the pen, the top tip of the pen. Keep looking at that. Try not to blink here at all. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now close your eyes. Stay there. Few deep breaths, comfortable breathing. We'll do that once more. As you inhale and open your eyes, fix your gaze directly at the pen. Now keep looking at the pen without blinking. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly close your eyes and relax. Okay, you can now slowly, gently open your eyes. So this practice is called Tratak, which is very, very good for the eyes. Ideally, you can do it every night to strengthen your eyes. Okay. So when I say strengthen, it's not going to take your glasses away if you have glasses, but what it will do is it'll keep your eye muscles really strong. So if you have glasses, probably it will not deteriorate more, as in your vision will not deteriorate more. At the same time, if you have any sort of fatigue in your eyes, this will help to release. Best done, yes, eyes will water. Okay, when you're constantly looking without blinking, eyes will water. And it is best done looking at the flame of a diya. So try to practice this. The other exercise that you can do for your eyes is the same thing, okay, looking at the thumb, but taking your gaze when you move the thumb. So I'm just going to show it here today. You all can practice it at your own pace. So you keep your thumb again in line with your eyes. When you take your thumb to the right, take your gaze to the right. So don't turn your head, but just take your eyes or your gaze towards your right. Then bring it back to the center. Then take it to the left. Take it back to the center. Then you can do the same, taking the thumb up, taking the thumb down, then bring back to the center and close your eyes. So that is one round. You can do 5 rounds to start with. Okay, so I hope this helps for anybody looking to focus on your or strengthen the eyes or relax the eye fatigue. Okay, so I just, so that's actually it from my side in terms of what you can do for, you know, for your daily work life. Is there any questions that you would have for me? I'm happy to answer.
Okay, so we have one question.
Yeah.
If we draw a yellow dot on a paper and look at it focusly, will it be effective for the eyes?
Yes. So basically, anything that you focus your eyes on without blinking is will be helpful. But when I say looking at the flame is the best, is because the flame has a very calming energy. So if you constantly look at the flame, there's a small blue that you see over there, okay? And blue color is very calming for the mind as well, okay? So then that becomes very meditative. So if you're looking at just strengthening, you can look at any object in front of you. Maybe not the screen, but anything other than that.
Okay. Any eye exercise specific to prevent eye dryness due to long screen hours?
See, I mean, specifically to reduce dryness, there is nothing as such that can help, but what can help is all of these things, okay? Practicing Tratak will really help you to, I don't know if, I mean, whoever has asked that, I just wanted to understand from you, when you tried the Tratak, did your eyes water when you constantly look without blinking? If yes,
Yes. Yeah.
yes. So if yes, then it is good. You keep practicing that. Automatically, the dryness in your eyes will reduce because there is moisture and you know your eyes are watering. So that the dryness will reduce over time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hear. Okay, so when I do knee exercises, I hear sounds from the knee. It is normal. It is very normal, in fact. So what happens is your knee joints will make some clicking sounds if there is a little bit of tightness, or largely if there is reduced, so we have a liquid, okay, around our knee joint, okay. So if that reduces, the clicking sound happens, but there's nothing to worry. Just keep focusing on strengthening the muscles around your knee joint, which is basically one of the exercises is what we did, sitting and just lifting our leg up. That one exercise is also good. You can do it every day. Okay, what kind of mattress we can use to prevent back pain? All right, so for years, I have been using only the cotton gaddas that we get in India, right? Which are very thin, the cotton ones, not those, I don't know the brands, but not the thick ones, okay? Just the pure cotton ones that we used to get in olden times. Those beds, those mattresses are the best for back, okay? So it's slightly harder also, and it kind of takes the shape of your lower back as well. So that's the best for your back. But I'm not an expert in the kind of mattress that you should be using. But yes. Okay. Any other questions? I'm just going to quickly answer a few more. Headache, shoulder, and neck pain starts as soon as I sit in the car. Okay, one is probably check. So what you can do is you get those ergonomic cushions, which are like a backrest for you, which you can place in the car and see. Probably that should help. Headache may be because of various reasons. It could also be maybe empty stomach if you're traveling, sometimes or motion sickness. That can also be one of the reasons. So that is something that you will need to check. Okay. Any more questions? Do you advise to avoid pillow to reduce neck pain? Yes. So if you have neck pain, ideal is to just skip the pillow, because what this pillow does is it lifts your head up. Again, it's not a natural neck position, okay? So I'm just going to quickly show you. Your natural neck position is a slight curve, okay? So this is your upper back. Your cervical is basically slightly curved. When you sleep on a pillow, your head is lifted, okay? So your position of your neck changes. So if you already have neck pain, it is best to avoid and just lie down on the bed. I hope that helps. Any of these exercises can help with frozen shoulder. If you have pain in your if you have pain in your shoulder currently, you want to just go to a physio, first get that sorted. And then the exercise that we did, which is called Gaumukhasan, which is just turning of the arm like this. This exercise is great, but you will do it only when there is no pain. So first get the frozen shoulder sorted. Posture correction belt, good. See, ideally, you don't need to use a posture correction belt. You just need to focus on movement, regular movement, guys. So I know a lot of you, in fact, most of you have really long working hours. But one thing that you can definitely do for yourself and should do is take some time out for movement, okay? So that can be any form of exercise. It can be yoga, it can be Pilates, it can be going to the gym, but try to build a little consistent practice if possible. Like give that little priority, your posture issues will automatically go. Cracking, sorry, do we have time, Suman, to answer a few more questions?
Yes, if it's okay with you, we
Oh.
can answer. Yeah, we can take it.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't get this question. Cracking is sometimes very relaxing.
So I feel they want to say that we crack our fingers and some sound comes and that way.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that is okay. That's completely fine.
Yes.
Yeah, your knuckles and all crack because there's just tiredness. So when you do this, it's fine. It's completely okay.
Okay.
Can neck hump be corrected completely with neck exercises? Yes. Yes. A lot of exercises you can do, which will create, which will correct the hump. Okay, so your neck hump largely is again postural. So it's constantly looking down. And when you're looking down, that happens. It's very common, but you can correct it for sure. Any eye exercise to prevent? I think I already did that. Okay, I think those, I forgot. Okay. All right. So, yes, I get angry very quickly. I feel I'm short-tempered. Yes, so like I mentioned, and I keep mentioning in all my sessions, breathing, okay, the single most important tool to help our mind and breath. I'm telling this as a teacher who's been teaching for 9 years at the same time from personal experience. Um, if you see that this is an issue that is also hampering your day-to-day life, then make sure that you start your day every day with 10 minutes of breathing. Okay, so no phones when you get up, no nothing else. Just take first 10 minutes of your day to look out the window if you can. When you look at the rising sun or you look at the sun, it's very calming. Secondly, sit in a quiet place where you can sit, hopefully with legs crossed. If you can sit on the floor or even your bed is fine. But just keep your eyes and focus on breathing. Okay. So even when we are doing, or even when we are breathing, our mind is a monkey mind, okay, constantly wandering from here to there. So the best way to focus on your breathing is just in your mind, you count for how many ever counts you count, you inhale, and same number of counts you exhale, and do that every day. Within a couple of months, you will automatically notice a difference in your temperament.
I guess most of the questions we have answered, almost all questions we have answered. Any exercise for sometimes frozen hands joints will working except rotation. Sometimes palm seems to be freezed. So how to overcome that?
Okay. So, all right. So here is just wrist movements. Okay. So your hands, when you're tired, they will start feeling numb sometimes. Your wrist will start hurting sometimes. Your fingers, you will feel, when you move, it may hurt. So very simple exercises. I'm going to demo again. You can do it at your pace. So you basically stretch your arms out, spread out your fingers, close your fingers, open, close, open. Exhale, close, inhale, open. Do this about 5 times. Then you do wrist rotation. Okay, do 5 times each side. Then you do wrist flexion. Okay, what is flexion? You keep your arms straight, fingertips pointing up, pull the right palm. If you're doing your right palm, pull your palm towards you. Okay, this is called wrist flexion. So a lot of stretch here. Same thing, you push the fingers down and pull the palm towards yourself again. Okay, do these. Same time, if you have at home, if you have really lightweight dumbbells, you can hold the dumbbells and just do this. Up and down movement, okay? These will all help you stretch your muscles in your wrists and also strengthen. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, I think we have answered all questions.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So just a quick close up here. So what I want you guys to do from tomorrow is, if you found this session really helpful, start your morning every morning with 5 minutes of breath and morning stretches. And at your workplace, every few hours, try to stand up so that you avoid stiffness in your hips. Try to do some of the movements that we just did today in our session. And before every, I would say, important meeting, important call, take 2 minutes of breathing time. And I think you should be sorted. Yes. And I hope this helped. And I'm always available on Instagram as Move with Anu. In case you guys have any more questions related to this, you can always drop me a DM and I will definitely answer them. Yes. All right. So I think we are done with the session.
Yes,
And I hope you
absolutely.
guys enjoyed the session as well.
Yes, everybody, if you you can just go to the Anu's Instagram account, and if you really liked the session and you want to further connect with her, please, we have mentioned the Instagram account's link in the chat box. You can always reach out to her. Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining in and giving your time to us. Thanks a lot, Anushri,
Yes.
for
Thank you.
making the session very interactive and interesting. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Thanks, Suman, for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
Thank you, Anu.
Thank you.